All right, I'm going to go ahead and get started. If anybody
Hey,
wants to.
before I've got a very important announcement.
Yes.
National Coffee Day or something like that. And so Starbucks, if you purchase a coffee through the app, like for pickup or whatever, then you get a free coffee on your next visit. Just saying. You hear all
Nice.
that? Do you hear that, Christina? Sorry, people walking. Anyways, very important announcement.
That is very important. All right. If you don't recognize some people, I do both Market Centers, AdExcel, and Capital Partners. So just so everybody knows, I like to keep that transparent in case you're like, who is that? But anyway, so we're going to go over campaigns today. I'm not going to go terribly, I'm going to show you each one, but next week I'm going to do command email. So I'll dive in a little further on that one. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. As always, you're going to log in to agent.kw.com to access your command, and this is your dashboard. You are going to come down here to the megaphone where it says campaigns. If you hover over it, it will tell you. If you click the KW at the top, it'll just give you all the names for you. Some things you want to make sure you have set up prior to submitting any campaigns is your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, anything that you plan on posting ads on. And then there's also Google paid ads you can do. So you would have to go to ads.google.com to set up your account first and then link that to your command. But this is the dashboard.
Now, real quick,
Yeah.
Rachel, so it's taking one step back. For those of you who haven't done what she just told you needed to do, can you show them just a real quick how you do that in settings?
So you'll come up to your name here in the corner and you'll go down to settings. It'll pull up all your application settings. You will, for post scheduling, you'll have to connect here. So you just click connect. You will connect your personal Facebook account. It doesn't sound right because you don't want to put, especially if you have a business page, but you connect with your personal account because those business accounts are linked to your personal page. So when you connect, you will connect your personal page. Same with Twitter, but this is just for post scheduling. This is not for ads. So you need to make sure you are scrolling down and come to the ads manager and add those as well. And then the Google ads is here. You would just click connect account and log in. It just pops up information for you. And then you'll also want to make sure your command email has the correct email for those. And then if you are sending any text messages, which doesn't really apply for campaigns, you would add Twilio. But that should get you all hooked up for everything you need in campaigns. Again, just make sure you're doing both the post scheduling and then the ads manager, because those two are separate. And if you only do one or the other is not going to work. So once that's all hooked up, you're going to come here to campaigns. So the dashboard here is going to give you your performance, show you how much you're spending, how many leads and engagement you're getting out of it. You can do past 12 months, past 30 days, or year to date. Your lead to goal. So when you set your goals in command, this will show you if you're on target for how many leads you're wanting to generate with your ads. And this will show you your connected accounts. This is my Facebook, as you can see, so it is connected. And then for social posts, Capital Partners, and then Excel, I'm connected to. If you need to manage any of that, you can add that here. So there's those. And as you scroll down, you can see some quick posts and different things that are available for you. Something really nice is this neighborhood video. It literally takes seconds and it looks super nice. So I'll show you that here in a second. And then these are just different marketing snapshots that you can use. And then if you scroll even further down, you can get tips and training. So this is always good. I believe it'll take you to KW Connect, which has KW University in it. So those are good training tools. Also using Scott Leroy Marketing on YouTube, or checking out our YouTube pages, both at Excel and Capital Partners, for some training videos. So first, I'm going to take you to the paid ads up here at the top. If you click on it, essentially each one, it gives you your dashboard. So this shows you what ads you have, and these are the ones that you pay for. So these are basically advertising. Whereas the social posts, you're just posting to your business pages. So here it'll show you the status, it'll show you the preview, how long you set it up for, date and days. And then this is impressions, so that's how many people have seen your post. Basically, if you're scrolling through your news feed, this is how many people are seeing it. And then if you click, this is how many people clicked on it. And then these are how many leads you generate. So when you create paid ads, you have the option of doing a lead generation form, which is where they fill out their name, phone number, and email, and it basically gets sent to your command. It automatically uploads, or you can give them a landing page to go to directly to your website to view that property or whatever you're promoting. And then the budget over here is how much you're spending. And then the goal is whichever goal you choose, whether you're attracting buyers, advertising listings, or attracting talent. Up here across the top, it'll kind of give you that capture overview as well. You can filter through archived, past, draft, and active if you want to see just one of those specific groups on the main page here. And then to create one, you just click Create New Campaign, and you're going to choose Social Ad, which is paid. You're going to type whatever name you want to name your campaign, go through the listings, and I'm going to go through this a little more in detail, so I'm not going to really dive in, but it gets you set up and it takes you through the steps of getting that set up. The next one over here is emails. Again, we're going to go in depth to these within the coming weeks, so I'm not going to really go through step by step and show you how to make them quite yet. Again, this is the dashboard for the emails. With command email, you do get 5,000 free emails. So right here, it will tell you how many you have left, and those restart every month. So this tells me I have 3,877 command emails left. If you are, a bigger group or somebody who uses a lot of emails, you can upgrade your account for more. It does cost, I'm not sure how much. So that is an option if you're pumping out a lot of emails. And then again, those overviews are here at the top, and you can filter again however you prefer. And then the next one would be direct mail. So these would be mailers that you would send out. And I'll just quickly show you what it looks like. So you choose direct mail. We'll say advertise listing. You can do a default template or upload a custom template. I'm just going to go with default for now. And then it lets you choose a listing. I'm just going to go ahead and choose one that's right here for me. And then over here on the side is the options that you can use. So there's different sizes, and I will let you know the bigger it is, the higher resolution picture you have to have just to ensure that it's a good quality photo. So that is something you'll want to keep in mind when you're trying to create these, that if you want this contemporary template that's 6 by 11, then you're going to have a very high quality photo. And it tells you on the listing photo what it should be. So it needs to be 1800 by 3300 pixels for the best quality. But it'll tell you each design what size it needs to be. And you can also add a QR code. That's just where they open their camera on their phone, and it basically takes a picture of the QR code and will direct it to this landing page that you choose. And if you choose to turn this on, it'll pull up your website pages and let them choose, or you will choose, I'm sorry, which page they go to if they scan that QR code. So that's something that's nice too, that could be also physically in the hand, but also digital at the same time. So then you can preview your postcard up here, which I don't have a picture selected, so that's why there's nothing there, but you can preview that front and back, and then you do the next step to configure targeting and get them set up to print. So
Hey,
you
Rachel?
Yeah.
If you wanted to kind of have more say in your design, so what I'm seeing here is a couple different designs or whatever. Can't you design it in Designs?
I believe so. I wouldn't see why not, because you can manually upload an image as well. So if you wanted to design, let me see what happens when I click custom design.
I tried that once, Josh, and it's very possible that I just did something wrong. But I had a hard time getting it the size that they required for the actual direct mail flyer. I don't know why it was so difficult and it didn't just transfer right over, but I did have an issue with that, and I ended up just not using Command for my direct mail.
Okay. So you couldn't get like the pixels high enough, the quality? Sorry.
Yeah, it actually, I think it actually came up as that the pixels were too high. But even in design, I had went through, yeah, like it seemed like I was doing everything correctly, but it didn't turn out that way.
Okay. Okay. So this sounds more like a still a work in progress.
Well, Chelsea's had some issues with some Command in the past, so I don't know, maybe if it was just a glitch or something, but it might be worth a shot, because the designs, there's so many more designs.
Right.
And you can really customize it really well. Maybe I'll play with it, Chelsea, and get back to you.
Yeah, we know my luck with Command has not been great.
Do we need a one-on-one, Chelsea?
Hey, she's been trying though. God bless her.
Good.
And honestly, most of it has not been user error. I will say that.
All right. So the last one here is social posts. So this would be posting directly to your business page, or if you only use your personal page and use it for both personal and business, this is where you do that. So something nice that you can do is schedule out posts. So you can create a post today and wait till Thursday, October 1st to actually post it on your Facebook. And you don't have to remember to post it because it'll do it for you. So you can just choose whatever day and click create a social post. And so this would be good for like any listings coming up that aren't quite active yet, but you have time today, you want to go ahead and put it together today, and then you can delay it for another day or when it's active. So this is pretty cool to allow you to do those in advance. And again, it shows you your connected profiles, it shows you some like pre-made stuff, and then the videos. I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna generate a video really quick because I think this thing is so cool. So I'm assuming you can start it from the home page as well, but since it's here, you're gonna click this little arrow that looks like the share button. We're gonna select the neighborhood. I'm just gonna use Bexley. We'll do South Bexley. We're gonna choose next. And then it inputs all this information for you. Then you go down to agent information, and this will pull from your marketing profile. And then again, your market center information, and then you just add your agent and brokerage license numbers. Choose next. And I'm going to stop share for half of a second just so I can add the sound. Once it generates that video, we're going to watch it now. That awesome little video literally took 30 seconds to make. And you can save it and post it. It's amazing. I love those little things. I think they're cute. And I believe those, like what people say about that neighborhood, I believe it comes from the, there's something within Command and it's leaving my mind what it's called, where people give recommendations. So that is pretty cool. And then lastly, up here, go ahead.
Insights, local insights?
Yes, that's what it is. I believe that's where it comes from.
Sorry,
And
where does it come from?
the local insights.
Okay, thank you.
So then this last one over here is payments. It will, I'll scroll down just so, not that you can really see full card numbers, but it keeps your account note cards on file for you. You can add a payment method there, and you can choose which one is default. And then if you come down here, it shows you your ad spending metrics. I've done only Facebook, so obviously everything else is zero. But yeah, it gives you an overview of how much you're spending and on what. This would be good for one, for your goals, and then two, you can kind of see where some things are lacking, or if you're making more money in one versus the other, or I'm sorry, you're generating more leads on one versus the other, then it may be more beneficial for you to put more money into a certain social media platform than the other. But then you can also click over here to all campaigns, and it will break down kind of like a receipt scenario. I know some people have no longer received the emails and some have of the receipts, but if you would ever need to track this, this is where you can do that, just to track your spending. So what you spent versus your budget may not always match. On some occasions, you don't spend the full amount that you've budgeted for. So if you're wanting to know how much you actually spent, make sure you're doing the spend versus budget. And if for some reason a campaign would not reach its full budget, then you will have a credit on your account and that will roll to the next one. And then if you click over here, this is something newer. It used to not, you used to not be able to see what your campaign was once it was live, and now you can. So I thought this was pretty cool. And then you can change it from each different type of view just to see what it would look like. So those are the eye right next to the campaigns. And then you can download a report of everything. And I'll show you here, right here in the corner is where you would see any remaining credits if you would not spend all of your money on your campaigns. They go here and would apply to the next one. And then there's just little information just to let you know what that is. All right. And then do I have any, oh, it looks like you can create a CSV file, or it's basically a spreadsheet of this information as well if you would ever want to present it for any reason or keep it as a spreadsheet. Any questions on campaigns? Again, we'll go into a little more detail of Facebook ads and command emails within the coming weeks. So we'll see those in depth here soon.
So Rachel, really good stuff here. Thanks for sharing. I would just approach this from a coach's angle here now and say that this is like step one. So this is to generate leads for us, right? And so once we generate leads, we need to do something with those leads. And so that's the point where you generate smart plans and stuff. So really all this stuff that Rachel teaches on a weekly basis works in unison to get you ultimately to the closing table. And so that's why these classes are so important to attend. So thanks everyone, and thanks Rachel for attending these. But once you get leads, make sure you're doing something with them. And there's some really great resources for how to approach that.
Absolutely. Thank you, Josh.
Thank you, Rachel. Can I ask you a smart plan question real quick?
Yeah.
So I guess with the switch with Twilio, they were sending out like a test text that now gives them the option to reply stop. do you know if they reply with stop, does that automatically unsubscribe them from the smart plan, or do we have to go in and unsubscribe those people?
I believe it automatically unsubscribes them from the smart plan, because I know if they do that with the email, it will, or it'll at least send you a notification that they unsubscribed.
Okay.
I would assume it would with like the contact laws and stuff like that, that it would
Right.
automatically do it.
Right. I'm sure I can probably just go into that specific contact and see if it did unsubscribe. I just haven't jumped in there yet.
Yeah, and I always add myself to any smart plan that I post. So if you want to create like a fake one really quick and send a text message to yourself just to see what happens, that's a good way that I like to test those things if I'm not sure either.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's a good idea. Thank you.
My pleasure. Any other questions? Even not campaign related, since I'm here.
Thanks
All
for doing
right.
these, Rachel.
I'm sorry?
Thanks for doing these. These are great. Good
Oh,
stuff.
absolutely. All right, everyone. Well, I won't keep you waiting on me. So you all have a great day.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.